Okay, and welcome to our third episode of NW Sportscast. Today we're going to have a great lineup.
Yes.
We're going to end it off with some power games, but we're going to start with some winners of the week, or we're going to call them the champions.
Yeah, the champions.
We're going to touch on the Seattle Mariners and their playoff chances, the Seattle Storm, some Sounders stuff, and then, as I said, we're going to finish it off with some NFL talk with our weekly power rankings and NFL picks, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Seattle stand out.
All right, we're back here. We have Seth, and we're going to be doing our Week 2 NFL predictions. We also have the predictions for our editor, Miles. So we have 4 sets of predictions to go through.
Okay.
So let's start things off with tonight's Thursday Night Football game, Cincinnati at Cleveland.
Interesting matchup. Number 1 draft pick versus number 1.
Browns.
I'm going Bengals.
I have the Browns too.
I have Bengals. I think Burrow is going to come out and play
Burrow's better
really
than
well.
Baker, in my opinion, but I think the Browns are just a better football
So
team.
far.
Yeah, I picked the Browns as well, and
Burrow
it looks
is
like so did Miles. So
You
3 for the
say
Browns.
Burrow's better than Baker.
3
but
for the Browns,
I think
1 for the Bengals.
Burrow's worse than Baker, but I think the Bengals are going to pull this one out. I think it's going to be kind of an upset.
I mean, like right now, I think Burrow's better than Baker, like based off of what they did last week.
I think the Browns are going to lose close
Yeah.
because the Browns aren't good.
We'll see. All right, next game we have the New York Giants at the Chicago Bears.
Yikes, that's a really bad game. Bears pretty easily.
Yeah, I'm going Bears as well.
I'm gonna go Bears.
Yeah.
And
pretty-
so did Miles. So 4 Bears.
They're gonna pull it out. I think the Giants with Saquon are gonna give them a fight, but
If Saquon does what he did last week, the Giants are going to go 0-16.
that wasn't all his fault though.
But he sucked.
It wasn't like
He had 16
yards.
rushes for 6 yards.
I know, but like his offensive line also sucks.
Yeah, but that's
And the
trash.
Steelers is a good team.
Okay, you can't defend Saquon that much.
I
He had
am
16
right now.
rushes
I'm
for 6
defending him.
yards.
I'm defending him right now. He played one of the best defenses in the league.
And you still only got
Like
6 yards.
Terrible offensive
Yards
line.
per carry.
He hurdled somebody.
-2.
He hurdled somebody.
Yeah.
Hurdled 2 people actually.
Oh,
Those,
really?
those are both on catches.
Okay.
All right, next game we got the Los Angeles Rams taking on the Philadelphia Eagles.
That's
Rams.
a good game.
That's Rams.
That's actually a good game.
I got
Eagles
the
are
Eagles.
not good enough. McVay is a god. I don't know
I
what
got the
else to
Eagles.
say.
They have. I'm selling it. They have the edge at home, so that's what I'm gonna do.
I don't
Picking
trust the
Philly Eagles.
I don't
Yeah.
trust the Eagles after
Eagles are 0-1 though.
Yeah.
I don't trust
I'm
the
not too
Eagles
worried
after
about the
blowing it
0-1
to the
record.
Washington
It's
Redskins.
just Los Angeles Rams just beat the Cowboys. You think the Redskins is better than the?
I think the Rams are going to win
The football
because
team.
the Eagles
You
lost to
think
the Washington football
team
team.
is better than the Los Angeles Rams?
No, I don't think they're better than the Rams, but
Well,
I
that's
think
what you're saying.
no, I'm not saying that. I think they have the game at home this week.
It wasn't even a 1-possession game. It wasn't even that.
I understand that, but that's just how football works sometimes.
I think the Eagles are not going to be very good. They lost to the Washington football team.
So we have 3 Rams and an Eagles.
Hey, Editor Miles here. I also chose the LA Rams just because they're coming off of the win against the Cowboys. The Eagles lost against a team that doesn't even have a name. So I just think the Rams are going to take this one because the Eagles are coming off of a loss against a pretty bad team. So yeah, my pick is the LA Rams.
Okay.
Okay. Next game.
The Atlanta Falcons at the Dallas Cowboys.
Another good game in my opinion.
But the Cowboys in this one, I think they're gonna get a nice bounce back win. After
Yeah, I
that
have the Cowboys too.
I think the
terrible
Falcons
performance.
are going to put the Cowboys down to 0-2. I'm high in the Falcons this year.
We know you are.
I'm not. I'm low on the Falcons. I think they're going like 4-12.
Matt Ryan threw 500 passing yards last week against the Seahawks.
I don't. But
400.
480.
No. 440 or something. No, it was not.
okay.
Alexa,
Don't ask Alexa.
how many passing yards did Matt Ryan have last week?
Here we go.
Sorry, I'm
Oh,
not
shut
sure
up,
about
Alexa.
that.
Okay,
I can
well,
look it up if you want.
we have
What did Miles say?
Miles said the Cowboys as well. I think the Atlanta Falcons just aren't good enough. I think the Cowboys way more stacked than the Falcons.
I think you
They're
were
gonna
all
pull out-
sleeping on the Falcons.
All right.
They're gonna
well,
pull out a close win.
We'll see what happens when the Falcons win their 6 games this year, and Seth's the one who's
Yeah.
wrong. Next game, we have Carolina at Tampa Bay.
Tampa Bay.
I have Tampa close.
Yeah.
Close.
Tampa by a long shot.
Tampa-
Tom Brady's going to go off this week.
44-14.
Let's start doing scores.
44-14. Blowout.
I think it's going to be close, like 28-24.
Big game for Tampa.
Huge.
Next, we come up with...
and Miles has the Bucks as well, so that's $4.
$4. Next, we get the 49ers at the New York Jets.
Another very easy pick. I think Niners, but they're not going to score too much because
49ers.
their offense is not a big, high-paced
The Jets
offense.
suck, even with Richard Sherman being on the IL. I don't know. How do you guys feel about that?
It's not going to matter for the Niners this week, but it might affect them
In the
later
future.
I'm thinking 20-3 Niners.
Yeah, I think something along those lines. I think 28-7.
All right, we got our next game then. The Denver.
And this is 49ers. Miles
That's the
also
third
picked-
4.
Yeah.
Next, we get the Denver Broncos at Pittsburgh.
Well, I like this game, actually.
Same. I like Pittsburgh in this one. I think even though James Conner is hurt, he may or may not play. Don't know.
Yeah.
I'm not sure yet. I think they'll be able to pull it out with Big Ben, who's got warmed up from week 1. Their defense is looking really good. They started to click in the second half against the Giants. And the Denver Broncos kind of choked in the fourth quarter. Didn't score.
Yeah, well,
So-
for me, I'm picking the Broncos, and this is originally I thought the Broncos could win week 1, and then they'd get a down to earth loss in week 2. Now I'm completely switching it. They lost in week 1. Now I'm going with a bounce back win.
This is a good game. This is a good game.
I like the Broncos a lot, but I think the Steelers are just a little bit better. That could be a wild card battle, but I think Steelers will take this
So
one.
once again, it's 3-1, and Levi is the 1. Okay.
Yeah.
Drew forgot to say it again, but I also chose the Steelers. I just think they're the better team out of the two. It's just, I just think the Steelers. So, yeah.
Next, we got the Jaguars at Tennessee.
It's very interesting. Miles has the Jaguars.
Well,
Give me
hey,
the
I
Tennessee
honestly,
Titans.
that's not a bad prediction, seeing that the Titans were basically
Minshew did amazing, but I think the Titans got this. Derrick Henry.
Derrick Henry.
I'm going Titans as well, but I wouldn't be surprised to see
As
a
long as
Jaguars upset.
Gauskowski makes his kicks, they'll be good.
All right,
And if
next
he doesn't,
game.
Hey, I didn't predict yet.
Oh, what are you going for?
I'm probably going Titans, but Henry just have a better game.
Yeah. Henry had 116 yards.
But he had 24 rushing attempts.
Uh-huh.
So it's not a good yards per
so he's
carry.
averaging like 4 yards carry.
I mean, it's fine, but a lot of his yards were like just 3 or 4 yard runs.
Yeah.
Like he had no big like runs like he used to Derrick Henry do.
All right, next game, Lions at Green Bay.
He had 160 yards and he had 16 fantasy points.
Next
That's
game,
it.
Lions at
Yeah.
Green Bay.
Green Bay.
Yeah, I'm going Green Bay as well. They're the home team, so good at last
The
week.
Lions aren't clutch. I mean, you saw DeAndre Swift just drop it in the end zone. What was that?
Wait,
Like,
you're going
really?
Lions? Because you have 1-0 Lions.
No, I'm going
Lost
Green
from
Bay.
last week. That's what he thought was going to happen.
Oh, okay.
DeAndre Swift needs to catch that ball, and this is entirely different. They come up high from a 1-0 win, from winning in week 1, and now all of a sudden it's the most deflating loss ever.
This is
Yeah,
easy.
you wanna stop
Green Bay. Green Bay, pretty big. I bet Miles said
Yeah,
Green Bay
I say it's
too.
pretty. And Miles also said Green Bay.
All right, next game, Buffalo at Miami.
Buffalo.
Buffalo.
Miami.
Oh my goodness.
I think Miami will get a bounce back win after their disgusting performance
Miles also
against the
thinks Buffalo.
Patriots.
I think Buffalo D and Josh Allen are kind of.
I think
You
Buffalo-
have to pick a couple upsets each week.
I
and
think
this
Buffalo
week,
is
my
winning the
upset is
division.
Miami.
Buffalo is
I
a
think
good
they are.
team.
I think they're winning the division too.
But they're gonna lose to the
losing
Dolphins?
Yeah, they are.
Okay.
The Dolphins always manage to get a
The
couple.
Dolphins
of
do
divisional
get some
wins.
comebacks, yeah. I mean, but I see the Bills holding on right now. I think Tua's not in yet. I think once Tua gets in, they'll get a couple upsets. Fitzpatrick, how did he play good last week?
No, he was
Yeah.
absolutely horrible. But he was good at the second half of last season, so that's why I have a little bit of faith
Yeah, okay.
in the Dolphins.
I mean, it's a pretty easy pick. I think Bills.
Bills.
Miles also thinks Bills starts with 3 Bills and a Dolphin.
All right, next, Vikings at Indianapolis.
Okay, who you got?
This is an interesting one.
Miles has Vikings. You have?
I have the Colts.
I have the Colts as well.
All right.
I think I'm going Vikings on this one.
So we're
2-2
split.
I'm not
split.
high on the Colts. I don't know. You think Colts are making the playoffs? I think after
I mean,
that,
they just lost the Jaguars.
they blew that game to the Jaguars.
Phil
You had
Rivers has to get a win.
0-16.
Philip Rivers actually had a good game.
He has to
Yeah.
get a win eventually, and I think
The
this is
third
the
Phil Rivers is old, washed
does
up,
it.
and he threw
Third
like
most-
30. He threw like 30 interceptions last year. So.
Third most passing yards.
I think Vikings.
As last week.
Yeah, I'm going Vikings
I
as
don't-
well.
You just said Colts.
Or I'm sorry, I'm going Colts as well. I'm trying to agree with you.
Okay, so 2-0. So we have 2-2. That's our first
Yeah.
split. This is gonna be a good game, but let's put it this way: I would not be
I don't
surprised
think
if the
it will be-
Vikings win.
I don't think it will be
Yeah.
a good game. I think the Vikings are going to win.
I
pretty
think
easily.
Colts win 28. No. Colts win 31-28.
All right.
41-17 Vikings.
Next up, Washington football team goes to Arizona.
Arizona.
Yeah,
Big
me
win.
as well.
Washington football
Cardinals.
team played great.
They did, but
they
they're
didn't-
still the big underdogs.
You know, they
and
did
I'm
not.
betting
They
on them this
did
week.
not make me say WTF. You know,
I know.
they actually played good. I didn't have to say WTF.
Big win by the
They
Arizona
were actually
football.
WFT,
Arizona
but the
I'm going to
Cardinals,
Arizona.
Kyler Murray, DeAndre Hopkins, their
Kyler
defense.
Murray is an
Cards are
MVP
cheating.
candidate this year, and I'm calling it now.
Yeah, I agree. I think Russell's gonna
Alright.
get it, but we all have cards.
Okay, next Ravens at
What
Houston.
about Miles? What do you think?
That's what's cards.
Cards.
Ravens at Houston. How does Miles think about this? He has the Ravens.
Who's
Yeah.
the Ravens? I have Ravens too. I think it's gonna be a pretty easy win. Houston.
I'm going Texans.
Wow.
After a bounce back loss to the Chiefs.
Ravens
Nope.
are so good.
I think
Ravens will
Watson's gonna have a bounce back game. I think Texans.
I think the Ravens are going 15-1.
David Johnson will have a good game, and hopefully Cooks will do a little bit better. I think the Houston 15-1 for the Ravens.
Yeah.
Oh my.
I have them at 12-4.
Yeah, I have them at 12-4 too.
Hey,
Yeah,
that's only 3 wins.
15-1. One team has ever gotten just better than that.
So?
16-0.
So something you have to do.
The Panthers got 15-1 a
Okay,
couple
so I
years
guess
back.
Panthers got 15-1.
It happens, and the Ravens are a good team.
Happened.
Alright. Next, Kansas City at LA Chargers.
Chiefs, big.
Yeah,
blowout.
Chiefs.
Absolute blowout.
Tyrod Taylor is not a starting quarterback anymore.
I bet this game is going to be on national TV just because it's the Chiefs, but that's going to be a brutal game to watch if you're a
Yeah.
Chargers fan, especially.
Yeah, I have
Big win for the
Chiefs.
Chiefs.
the Chiefs, and I'm sure
I
Miles.
assume Miles does. This is not going to be a close game. He has the Chiefs as well.
All right, so that's 4 for the Chiefs, and
Let's
then
skip Seahawks.
Sunday night, New
Skip
England.
Seahawks, yeah.
Skip. All right, so then Monday night, New Orleans at Oakland. What are your thoughts?
That's actually-
I've gotten the New Orleans Saints.
I think that's an underrated game. Like, would actually be an okay game, but I
But
still think
Oakland
the
almost
Saints.
lost to the Panthers.
I know. I still think the Saints are going to win, but I feel like Oakland might have a small shot in that game.
Yeah.
I don't think they do. I think Saints win pretty big. Miles has Saints as well.
Yeah.
I think Saints win like 35-14. Like I think it's gonna be not good, not great. Josh Jacobs, I think he's gonna have a game. I think he's gonna be
Josh
very
Jacobs has 3
consistent.
touchdowns last year.
Yeah,
And he
yeah.
had like 100.
Chris Carson had
25
like
yards.
Chris Carson had like what 3?
He had 2 touchdowns and like
2 catch touchdowns.
2 catch touchdowns and he had like 75 rushing yards.
Pretty good day for Chris
good
Carson. Okay, and our Seattle Seahawks versus the Bill
Patriots.
Belichick and Cam Newton led New England Patriots. What do you think? Let's start off with Levi.
I have the Patriots winning.
Oh my goodness.
I know I'm going against my home team, but I just think that Cam Newton
Oh
and
my
the new
God.
Patriots way is just working. It worked last week,
No.
and I think they're gonna find a way to get the better of us this week.
Okay, well, they'll explain in 30 seconds why. Don't just say they're going to get the better of us. Why do you think they're going to beat us?
Okay, the reason I think they're gonna beat us is because New England Patriots have a history of beating us, especially when you
No.
look back at Bill Belichick
No,
in the Super
Russell
Bowl.
Wilson is 2.
In the Super Bowl,
Russell Wilson's 2-1
in
versus
Super
Bill
Bowl, in
Belichick.
Super Bowl, Bill Belichick beat
Russell
Wilson.
Russell Wilson's 2-1 versus Bill Belichick in
Well,
his career.
I'm looking at the
That's
Super
not
Bowl.
a history.
Russell
Levi.
Wilson lost
Listen.
to Bill Belichick, and the Patriots. They are still a dynamic team. They have a really, really, really good defense. Still, after we've watched against the Dolphins,
And they have
they
Julian
have
Edelman.
a really great offense led by Cam Newton. Who it doesn't even matter that he doesn't have.
How
the
are they gonna
right-
stop
the
us?
right
But it
receiver.
does.
How are they going to
The
stop
Seahawks,
the-
all they have to do is put either Jamal
No.
Adams or Bobby Wagner as a QB spy, and Newton gets shut down
That's
and he
not-
can't pass the
no,
ball.
The Dolphins couldn't shut him down.
The Dolphins suck though,
You know,
Levi.
The Dolphins,
The Dolphins-
the Dolphins defense is not.
Yeah,
that
but
much worse
the
than
Dolphins don't have a Bobby Wagner,
Yeah,
Jamal,
or Jamal
Adams,
Adams, like,
type
oh,
player.
Let's see.
Someone that doesn't go hit them hard.
Give me a
We'll
score,
see.
Levi. Give me a score.
Let's see.
The Patriots
Ah.
receivers suck. It's
Hey, whoa,
Edelman
whoa, whoa.
versus the defense that they're going to pass.
24-19.
I bet Newton will throw 2 or 3
How are they
picks.
getting 19
Honestly,
points?
I don't know.
and Newton
how.
will get shut
Well,
down.
I bet Wilson will throw a couple picks as well, and
A
he'll be shut
couple?
down.
No, wait. He threw like what 5 last year?
Yeah, he threw
Yeah,
5
and-
just last
but
year.
he didn't play the Patriots last year.
Okay.
Well,
Why
the
are we?
Patriots get a lot of picks.
2 picks though. Maybe.
Maybe.
I don't even think he's throwing 1.
Yeah, I think he's.
I bet he and Newton.
He's
have
coming off a
equal
31 for
games.
35 day.
24-19.
Metcalf, Lockett.
All they have to do is contain Newton, and that's a big over. Okay, it's over.
You think so? Let me get this hit. You think the Patriots are gonna win because they have Cam Newton and Bill Belichick?
Partially, and also because of their defense.
Their
the
defense.
The defense I agree with, sure, but their offense is
But
just
our
it runs through Newton, and we can stop Newton.
In my
Really?
opinion,
We
in
can
my
stop-
opinion,
yeah, I really we can.
in my opinion, our offense is better than their defense.
Oh yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
I would.
Our
maybe
offense is like
agree
a
with
top-
that.
His,
We'll have to see.
his second favorite team is the Patriots, and he just loves the Patriots a lot, so he's being biased.
The Patriots are my 10th favorite team.
Okay, let's go to Seth. I'm gonna guess that you're picking the Seahawks this one.
Yeah, I've been saying that the whole time.
And you think we're gonna spy Cam Newton?
Well, they should
Yeah.
put someone to contain him.
I'll ask you this question: do you think we should go back to our old ways of running the football in this game, or do you think we should give it to Russ?
I mean, we did good last game running the football, so
But for the specific game,
yeah.
give it to Russ. I agree.
No, I think we should give it running.
I think we should give it to Russ.
I think we should run.
Give it to
I think we
running.
should give it to Russ.
Russ still had a
The
great game
Patriots-
last game. He
the
had
Patriots
350
have a
yards
really
and
Well, yeah, but
four
then we
touchdowns.
let Russ cook.
New England's
Yeah, but we also
secondary
got a
is
good
too
run.
good.
I know, but if you look back last year,
Wait, so you're considering the last game to be letting Russ cook? Okay, then yeah, we should do that again.
no, I'm
Sure.
just saying last year they did not allow Russ to throw 35 times
Okay.
in a majority of games, right?
Okay, well, I think we should do that. Do what we did last
if
time.
I would look at like the majority of games, what 20, 25 throws?
I will say they do have lockdown corners.
Yeah, the Patriots'
so
secondary
it
is
might be
really
okay
good.
to run.
Yeah, that's true. But we have Tyler and DK to lock up their two corners, and
I know.
hopefully, like our tight ends. I think our tight ends will have a big day.
Yeah.
Hopefully, but I just don't know what Bill Belichick
this
has
is-
up his sleeve.
And this
right?
is 3-1. Miles has Seahawks too.
Miles
Levi's
has
the
Seahawks.
only one.
I
winning
mean,
against
the only
the
my
So
only
there's
problem.
a lot of 3-1s.
The only problem is my Bill Belichick has something up his sleeve every single week. But we know, like, okay, coming into last week, the Dolphins didn't really know that Cam Newton was going to run the ball as much as he did, right?
Mm-hmm.
They had designed runs just for Cam, and people didn't expect that as much as they did.
And you think the Seahawks aren't watching film right now?
And
I'm
Levi?
sure
Obviously
they,
they
I'm
are.
sure they are, but after 1 week, it's hard to get an entire
But it's
idea.
easy
But
to
at least-
see that Newton had 170 passing yards and 170
Yeah,
running
no,
yards.
75 running yards. Not
Whatever, close enough.
But
100 off.
but it takes longer than a couple days of watching film to prepare for that.
Yeah, but you can tell that he likes to run the ball, and
Yes.
that the receivers are just so bad, except for Edelman. And Edelman's not even that great anymore.
But it doesn't matter when you have receivers when you have Cam Newton who looks like he's able to run the ball really well
That's what I'm
again.
trying to say. You just
Okay. So we have 3 Seahawks, 1 Patriot,
One Patriots.
and I think we'll see this Sunday night. Sunday night football, good game on Sunday night. I think everyone's looking forward to that.
You have to expect a couple
For
losses.
at least it's not the Cowboys, right? Because
I'm not-
Cowboys dominate Sunday night football appearances
Yeah.
because they're America's team. I literally don't know any Cowboys fans, but whatever. We'll take a
Same
1 minute
exact.
break and we'll get back to you with our power rankings. Okay.
Yeah. Seattle stand out.